So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Staying on his feet. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Cameron Hayward breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Now he steps away. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Hicks. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to lead. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him, everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
And they'll go on the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Throwing is Allen on 3rd. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. That's complete to John Ross. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Now the Packers get set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn the overs. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. Start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And on the ground they go with a running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
On play action, Allen fighting down past the 45. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Buying Playing time to his left. And this one is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Back to throw. Johnson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Patriot.
Throwing now is Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. And got his man complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen now looks to throw. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This will be taken about the 12. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go now.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. The Bears on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll run it here. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll get it up the middle. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip some.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd down. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that
one. Looking to throw on second down. Allen under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough. go.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Packers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Johnson breaks a tackle. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. To throw, it's Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Powerful running. Then he breaks takes it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Now Johnson going to throw again. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Trying to get it to Landry there.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that. Anytime we have a defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Now Allen to try again after the pick 6. They find some open field here. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Parkey with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Chark, 76 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Mahomes to throw on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll go with a keeper. And only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. DeMarcus Walker there on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Now to the left here to Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good effort on a return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a first throw here in overtime. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. First throw of overtime for Mahomes, and that is incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done. Now part 2. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On the give, this is their fullback. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
What can Allen do now with his drive? Sharks got it, left side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. On play action, Allen hit. He lost the football. But the Bears look to get this one back, and indeed they did. So they'll keep possession. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So 2 disastrous running plays, and now they face a 3rd and very long. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And they'll run it here. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Allen. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And he missed it. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So possible disaster there. It's an empty possession, and there's no worse time to have an empty possession than the first drive of overtime.
Yeah, and remember the situation now, Brandon. It's sudden death from here on out. You can bet he's begging for a chance to redeem himself. But the question now is, will that chance ever come?
Let's go. What? 90.
They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaunt. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I think it's my fault. For real. Get the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. Good drip. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. Light. Rape in the city, that's light.